by volume, and is the place where NASA completes the final assembly of its rockets before launch. The sheer scale of this building is hard to grasp, even when you're right next to it.
Do you ever feel really small when you think about space? What about when you're standing next to a skyscraper or a really big bridge? Well, I feel about as small as an ant right now. I'm standing inside the vehicle assembly building trying to grasp how large it really is.
But the transporters were built by Marion Power and Shovel Company from Marion, Ohio. Each one of these has 8 tracks. Each one of those tracks has 57 cleats each. And each one of those cleats weigh in at 1 ton. There's 2 driver's cabs on this thing. There's one just above the tracks here on the left-hand side. There's another one on the opposite end on the right. It can only move in one direction, which is forward. So whenever they have to go the opposite direction, you have to get out of one driver's cab, walk all the way around the yellow rails, and get into the other one. Now, the crawler transporters only get 32 feet to the gallon. And it equates to about 165 gallons of fuel being burned up every mile, so it does let you love those vans, trucks, and SUVs a whole lot more. Now, also coming up ahead on the right is one of 3 mobile launch platforms left over from the shuttle program. This one was used for the shuttle Atlantis. We recently leased this out to Northrop Grumman, who's been breaking it down and converting it over to a new launcher for their Omega rocket. But the crawler transporters will come up underneath these platforms, raise all 9 million pounds into the air, moving into the VAB. They would stack the shuttles on top, and then 30 days before launch, they would roll it all out to the launch site. This one here is no longer 9 million pounds. As I said, they've been breaking it down and converting it over to a new launcher for their Omega rocket. But we didn't just move the shuttles on these, we also moved the Apollo Saturn V rockets as well. In fact, the mobile launch platform coming up ahead on our right was used for Apollo 11, as well as the first shuttle.
The pad from what's called a mobile launcher pad concept, where the rocket's assembled on a pad, or the space shuttle as it was at the time, and rolled here with all of its support equipment to a situation where the pad is sitting on the flame trench, and we just move the rocket to it, lift, and get ready to launch. 39A is where Americans are going to return to space, launching from American soil. And we're going to launch American crew members on the Dragon on top of a Falcon 9 single core. What's pretty exciting about this place is this place gives SpaceX room to grow. We can put some amazing big rockets on this pad because it's a huge facility. And we're pretty excited about what this is going to bear for the future of SpaceX.
All right, so looking on to the left here, you can see Launch Pad 39A, which is still semi-configured for the space shuttle. It used to be made up of 2 parts. Now it's only one, which is the fixed service structure you see in the middle with the white light and the rest at the top. The rotating service structure used to sit to the left of that, but NASA and SpaceX removed it almost 33 months ago now because it's no longer needed for any of the missions that will be launched from here in the future. The white structure